It's Madden NFL 24. And all...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You look at this Packers defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
2 yards to go, second down.
It's Eckler again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Packers entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Tua's throw there complete to Allen.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right.
Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. On second down, here's Goff. On the screen, this is Eckler. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
3rd and 2. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Goff now looking to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Hold on. Check.
Goff throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
This will be taken at the 10. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, Goff. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff.
He finds Wilson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, lift!
Eckler now between the tackles. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Eckler will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
44.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring on 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On second down, Tua. And caught by London. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped out. The guy could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tua to throw again. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. Wide open receiver complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Once more, here's Eckler, taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Here's Goff.
That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he stopped immediately there.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Eckler, they run left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Goff.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And it's a Packers touchdown. Takedown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them to lead. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Up the middle with Eckler, and he is swallowed up right in the line of scrimmage.
Montez Sweat with the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. In motion right is Wilson. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the...
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into the hands of London. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Allen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Tua.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got his man. It's London.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, come on.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Got a man, it's London. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Drake London, 28 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Hey, Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Ekeler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
They'll get this out wide to Ekeler.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here we go on 4th. Goff.
He's got Ekeler.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
On the screen, this is Ekeler.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Goff now to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua on 1st and 10. It's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here's Tua. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now gone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One last throw here for Goff. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us